All right, guys, the Utah Jazz lose a heartbreaker to the San Antonio Spurs. This is Hanson James. This is the SLC Dunk post-game show. That was an amazing game. It just ended in the wrong way, honestly. I just could not. Oh, there were so many things about that game that if there's just one little switch here or one little thing the Jazz did better in this one little way, they could have done better. But you have to give props to the San Antonio Spurs, who are incredible, and they found a way to win this game. They look completely different than the last time we played them. Their defense has gotten back to what it was at the beginning of the year, where it was one of the best in the league, and it might be there again. I haven't checked the rankings, but it looked incredible, and they did a great job of just slowing up the Jazz at the beginning of the game. Honestly, when the game started, the Jazz missed their first 6 shots, and that was the difference. But the Jazz were also rebounded by the Spurs. I don't have the numbers on me right now, but the Spurs rebounding was phenomenal, or the Jazz rebounding was terrible. I guess it just depends on what your opinion was, but the Jazz got out rebounded, and it was like they couldn't find a way to get a board and win the game. The Spurs got so many little putbacks that kept them in that. If the Jazz could have just rebounded the ball, they win that game. But I mean, 2 players of the game. The first for the Spurs was Lamarcus Aldridge, who was playing like all-star Aldridge. He was unstoppable. Every time at the beginning of the game, Rudy was guarding him and would come out and he'd drive to the hoop and score. Or Rudy would kind of give him space and he would hit that step back, so they moved Favors on him. Favors, same type of thing, just couldn't really find a way to stop him. Rudy actually guarded Aldridge really well in the fourth quarter. Got some nice stops and forced him into tough buckets. It felt like Aldridge, when he was getting guarded by Favors in the fourth, was just getting his spots no matter what. Like he'd just back down and get that spot, and Rudy held him off. So Aldridge was incredible. Patty Mills, my goodness, like we got beat by Patty Mills in a lot of ways tonight because he scored like 25 points. Let's look at the box score with Patty Mills. Yeah, 25 points for Patty Mills. Shot 8 for 11. He was on fire. It was one of those games where the Jazz played really well. The Spurs just played better, you know? They just hit more shots and made more stops. In the end, that's what it comes down to, you know? But the rebounding is just... John Smith, rebounding killed us in OT. Absolutely. Rebound killed us all game. All game, they could not rebound. So the Spurs had total rebounds for the game, 47. Utah Jazz... Oh my gosh. 33. That's 15 boards or whatever. I'm not good at math. Help me with math in the comments. But they couldn't rebound. And they just got killed on it. You can't. This is the big part of defense for defenses in the NBA. And maybe this is what the Spurs do good at. If you're a Spurs fan, let me know in the comments. But you have to finish possessions. The Jazz guarded well tonight. They just didn't finish possessions. You cap off great defense with a rebound. And that's how you end the possession well and with good defense. You can play great defense, but if they just get a little offensive putback, it doesn't matter, you know? So you've got to finish that defensive possession with a rebound. And for whatever reason, the Jazz just weren't able to do it tonight. So that was a big reason the Jazz were not able to win this game, is the rebounding. Donovan Mitchell is the Rookie of the Year. He's my Rookie of the Year. He's incredible. He's my other player I wanted to talk about. He's unbelievable. Honestly, there are times in the game where I'm just like, he should have the ball every single time he comes down the floor. He's unbelievable. He is a shot creator for other people. This idea that he just scores is nonsense. Even though he does that in droves, he gets buckets like a cartoon or like a video game. He's insane. He's so freaking good. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable, and he absolutely deserves every bit of that Rookie of the Year award. Absolutely. No questions. Not from me. He was incredible tonight and showed everyone on a big-time stage why he's so special. This Donovan Mitchell is going to be so great for the Jazz for years and years and years, but he's going to be great for the NBA because he's a special treat for everyone to enjoy. And if you haven't watched him, I hope you watched him tonight because it was incredible, because he struggled. The first part of this game, his shot was just not falling, and you could see it was kind of similar to the beginning of the year when he had that adrenaline going and his shot would go a little long because he just has so much incredible energy and and physical talent that the shot just went long. As the game slowed down in the fourth quarter, he just started making buckets, and he made big-time shot after big-time shot and big-time steal after big-time steal and just ran the show. And I know he had that one turnover at the end of the game, but he made up for it with one of the biggest shots I've ever seen. You know, they quadruple teamed him at the end of the game to try to stop him because they're scared to death of him. Donovan Mitchell should be Rookie of the Year because of what he does. And if he doesn't get it, it'll be a shame. That's that. Warren Weston. Refs, Mitchell was unbelievable. The refs were okay. I actually didn't have that big of a problem with the refs. There was, that missed and one on Rudy was ridiculous. Like how they don't see that, I don't know. That's bizarre. But they did a makeup call in the overtime that didn't matter because it was the foul on Eagle. They knew they missed that call. That was terrible, but I don't know how you missed that. You've got to be blind. But overall, I thought they did pretty well. The flow of the game was not interrupted by referees. It felt like it was relatively well called. I don't know. Adam Ray King, don't complain about missed calls and all that. The bottom line is the Jazz did not win, and now it feels like after all the hard work, I'm almost ready to give up. Don't give up. Why would you give up, guys? The Jazz almost won this game. They should have won this game. They just couldn't rebound the ball. They still got 9 games left, and we're still got tiebreakers against the other teams we're playing against. They played really well tonight. The only thing I'd be worried about is Rudy's knee. He kind of hyperextended it and played like a warrior and a champion all night on a hyperextended knee that bent the wrong way. Let's see. Donovan Mitchell, not only Rookie of the Year, but Dunk of the Year, too. Absolutely. Absolutely, Kevin Thomas Schwartz. You are correct. You are correct in what you said to me. He is Rookie of the Year. He's incredible. Incredible. Let's just look at stat lines tonight, just for fun. Donovan Mitchell, 35 points. Let's see. 3 assists, 4 steals. Those 4 steals were incredible, by the way. He was like a cornerback in the NFL, just intercepting balls right and left and just taking the ball out of people's hands. He's incredible. He's just such a physical marvel, and he might be a Marvel superhero. There's no telling. He may be. It might be that he's a superhero. Have we seen Avengers Infinity War yet? Because he may be in that. Problem with analytics is watching all the misses from the 3-point line. Attack the rim. Yeah, he missed the shot, but sometimes you got to take that shot or they won't respect you. If all you ever do is go to the rim, they're just going to back off. You have to take that shot, and he's scuffled lately, although late in the game, that's one thing to be excited about. He started hitting that shot. Let's just hope that that's the, breaks the slump that Mitchell's been in, because to start the year, he was hitting it at such a high rate. And, when you're the number one option and everyone's coming to guard you every single play, and Mitchell, who does not care about his statistics, he does not care, takes late game shots or late shot clock shots. He takes them. He's not worried like another Rookie of the Year candidate who doesn't take shots he knows he's going to miss. Donovan took them, and he even took that last court heave, and then it didn't matter. So sometimes I agree with the analytics. I agree, but also he cares, and he wants to win. He will take the shots that others will not. He's there to take the shots. And sometimes when you're a rookie and you're the number one option and you've never played in the NBA before, it's tough and your shot fails. But he was taking them. He was unafraid tonight. I have no problem with Donovan Mitchell taking shots. The other thing was Ricky Rubio hitting shots like a madman. He's become a 3-point threat, by the way, which is really nice to think about for the playoffs. But Donovan has to take the shot, and he's not afraid to. And we should celebrate him taking shots. We should celebrate that he is not worried about his statistics. Donovan Mitchell is worried about wins. He is not worried about awards. He is not worried about accolades and all these things and percentages and all this stuff. He's worried about wins. And that's why we should be celebrating it. Let's see. Lamarcus Aldridge was a beast in this game, though. Yep, Aldridge was incredible. You just have to tip your hat. I'm not going to tip my hat because I'm bald, and I don't want to show off my bald head. But Aldridge was incredible. Patty Mills was 8 for 11. Unbelievable. And Rudy Gay was big time tonight. What was Rudy Gay? I don't know what his stats were, but he was just a beast. Rudy Gay, 6 for 13. He scored 15 points. Those were big-time points from Rudy Gay. Big. And, beat us. That's what happens. But you know what? Jazz are going to come back, and they played really well tonight. Let's just hope that Rudy's knee can just be not too bad and he can get healed up for the next game because it's playoff push time, and the Jazz need to get a win. So if you're a friend of mine and friend of the show, like and subscribe. Do it right now. We're over 1,000. We're like doing crazy things. The Facebook Live is going crazy good. Look at all these comments and all these followers. You guys are the best. Make sure you share this with your friends. Tell them about SLC Dunk and all the things. Make sure that you go to Twitter, Instagram, and you're already on Facebook, but like and subscribe and follow and all the things. Make sure you go to slcdunk.com. Read all the articles. If you'd like, you can follow me. I'm at Hanson James. Just don't be a jerk. Talk to you later.